so eni jeni agrawo afe wonu e bi wi ase asonimu e ba sa wa yira kwan so akire ne kwampa no bi asem yo bi asmo
Jumedie mu na wo ne mo nyina no aye adwuma e de abomu ano pese utie mi abajo Eclipse Collateral Management main control we you be a graphic designer ban website design and management social media management and ban software development na who nim here e wo qualifications here ano pay what then essence Eclipse Collateral Management for Adaroma wamo GCV sahodo na wamo afankrofo ene wamo ayejuma anopay send a copy of your CV for k.amega@ecmagh.com k.amega@ecmagh.com na wamo beje na ahwehwem na fe wamo acheme ene wedding samoso wamo numbers no 0266999020 0266999020 and after 0543-832-466 0543-832-466 and after 0302-55-1877 Wachoko U12 Abakan Street here Wadenton New side and Appiah Eclipse Adaroma Ting Safety and Decent Income just be a part of that opportunity Ebebwa we here and Appiah said that Kessben said that PSA Senator Juma Yekuno Edia Pacho Senator Fuaso Yemu Abuaye Anope Senator Daroma Womwa Kofa invalidity pension Edia Ba invalidity pension no yes sir and they Juma na will contribute to Senator say Anope Woman Shisha Yemu Essence Wajiatu na we are contributor to Senate no we are Juma ya ahode kodru baby na ahode no ekofo makwanhia bi kosi yare bi kobon na wontimi enye adwuma said ye wo ye ni sese yi dia womo aye kra na womo ye ready pa so se womo ebetua woka kosi se nyame ebeto ne nsade afro na we no it doesn't matter enfia we invalidity no the tension the tetia no ne ho asem aranye ye ni pay dia yare e wo ho akwanhia wo ho bibia betimi asi enti senate se womo nhwehwe ye mo no wo ye obi a wa wo ye wadwuma wo contribute to Senate aban adwuma na wo ye wo contribute to Senate ankrakra adwuma na wo ye wo contribute to Senate the here dem no ayade se Senate for ebeba na wonso wo mo atimi abetwitwa e de agye anopay umpe we na opede woni Senate ni nkomo na ba wo ho ehye wo modwumadie mo bora wo branch offices ni nyina across the country na anopay woni wo mo eni ensa wo so Wajo wo Senate for ekira koya Ghana hadi wo mo offices no wo want to apete ba bia so wo mo on 0302-611-622 0302-611-622 on social media ubehu wo mo ewo at Senate Ghana na woni wo mo enya interaction the teacher mo amoye mo ankasa mo adwuma mo di mo abodwa adwadie anopay Senate wo promote bra na won so become a contributor today na ubenya so mfaso pa
Kessben
Wabuanso na kofa old age pension no ediaba Senate say imagine say wo ho sisi wo so a wo ye adwuma sika no ho kra hwe ne ya
Kessben
na ka koye say wadu mpani mfie so na wakọ wa ho medie mo na ene sika se mo abeye den ediama Senate say esan say wo ye contributor na wadwuma wo ye wo tete kakra and it's just Senate Jumadie Monte and they will retirement. Senate said one behe etua waka because say nyame ebeto ne nsa ediafo Senate Jumadie wo mo de de pacho wo mo di omo bo hye so pa enti anopay say what is ye di Senate ho adanse na won so wo de ho ahye wo Jumadie mu ebeboa wo yie ebeboa nso mo watu fa papa e de ama wo dache and pay for one more on 0302 611 622 0302 611 622 na when it's senate endings I was one pay
Kessben.
na me fasinama oposini na drone imbusta ba Mr. Drone de eye number 1 honama kwa kuchia yare nyina no anopei se ubetimi abosti immune system no a e mo behia pa se ubema wonsa aka imbusta ba Mr. Drone but your chemical shops ahodo abekom nyina no omoton imbusta Drone be anu achi no herbal shops across the country in the northern part of the country in the southern part baby anambia imbusta Drone no ya to apese baby ano pay bina no no teach you wa body system no ayemwe na immune system no entimi and fighting tia yare bia ebo wa na kan wo ede wa cho ano pay no no mimbo na empeja wa ho ne mu afi wa kodi mpaso kwa konya infections ano pay no no aye imosofo no yibo nso a wo ye adwuma kakra bia na wa bre fatigue no set inside ya aya na adaje ne poso kra anopay imbustu nro no ebeboa agiu edi wafisa wo haw ni nyina wo wan kra ha ko kan shi drug lane ko pe ne dudu omutu wo ho opo bia bebo arabia imbustu dro ne dia se wo pe ba ko ayisu na wo pe ne dudu omutu akoto e wo dwaman anopay wo ne manufacturers no eni nkomo on 0246 208496 0246 208496 na woni imbustu for any nkomo anopay omo adaroma wo mo beje so ahwe aboa wo andoni ya papa na yatu ya buasi ya hwem ejipebi na no Today the Kwame Appiah 55 minutes after 7 and this is Kessben 92.9. Say what join here live on TV hi DSTV channel 364 on Go TV we are live on channel 121 over Facebook and channel Bawumia live mo amu yesu multi TV digital box no and pay monsa kanye. And we are highly grateful once again for choosing and joining our feed. Now, your number is 0550569 and no your numbers are your Juma and pay. Babeja for no Atunase Georgia, you see a National NADMO Communication Director, a member of the New Patriotic Party, and he speaks for the party in government. Now, just to remind ourselves, we have some 38 days more to election 2024.
Kessben 92.9.
In fact, America for about what we got to many years across Ghana, dear no.
Kessben 92.9.
In just about 6 days more, the United States of America voting to elect a president. America, dear no, was synergy with our own. A former president coming back, Donald Trump, is in the country. Kamala Harris, a vice president. And those are the topmost contestants. 4 runners for the American election. Bangana Joe Mahama, former president. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, the vice president. Comes here tonight on December 7th. Just about 38 days more. Now, and Electoral Commission no issue statement. The kind of one more edge, the printing of ballot papers, one more suspended. Ninginano is on the sad demise of a year Mame Appiah, the founder and leader, as well as the flag bearer, Edema a year, the Ghana Freedom Party. And she said, Woman, she say, Yemono, Womo Emma, the Ghana Freedom Party, no. about 10 solid days. Say womo betime replace womo candidate, Now the question is that within that 10 days, say Ghana Freedom Party eyo womo adwin say womo presenting a new candidature. The question I asked this morning, and say, are they going to go through the new process of nomination? Because one more ballot papers in this no. And they Ghana for ahodo pinano and nominate you in their names. And first of all, Ghana Freedom Party and nani leader here Kuyadonkono walk around the country and JJ signatories mienu and free all the constituencies and all the districts. We and best submitting the forms. Okay? Is it the case? He said, we will allow that person the same opportunity. Say, what then the forms no be called round. Magana for timia nominati na isi ahwehwe ne nkratemu ansa na yaginatum de na beto ballot paper ne so ana. In the absence of that, the question again still remains. Say, yeah, say no, say GFP no yeah one more adwin say. One file presidential candidate for Biadia. Okay? The balloting of the presidential aspirant, is it going to change anything? Constitution no neka. CI 127 so neka. We'll come to the details shortly. Na anyway the home enkomo anopay. My member Georgia you see achi na member no akwaba. George achi.
Yeah, speaker.
Na empomo to say
about the other room.
Kessben 92.9. Asidan Kwa.
I don't probably say
midweek go local.
Party what is saying
party mobile initiative for ne mom be here or TV so next president of the Republic of Ghana, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So bona pro on Makola near year, I say a man of body so free SHS and man so do normal Ghana, a man for any policies. Yes, I want to say but no interest you may dear by dini no my bogu there be a buying you may DNA and she share and amount you a dutum a change on Mahama dear or year by more than 75%. I see. But Mahama achievement do 25% of our buying achievement. I see. No crown or no allowance and getting going to be into your dutum. It's a 4 year Juma, Fiemi and San, or Tuabosumi and San. These are the reality. Chalk name no Macrae. District directors of education, a cast from the Quapro Munibi. Secretary supervisors, they say, oh, Munina, Moto, cast district director, Bia. So these are the reality. Now schools with free education as Haba, your Mahama or capacity to sustain that. Oh boy, auntie, yeah, dear, you are a candidate, no. Or yeah, Juma or bo campaign, one num form. He's reaching out to every Ghanaian. Saying, yeah, you turn your message in Ghana for 38 days. Okay, you know, the Bequadrin dream when yeah, Ghana Dachi, Ghana Kanko. By now, some more winning as a Samuhon, right? Of course, yeah, the NMC winning cry. Another post be post, a be farmer, a be so come out, Monty. About the good one, they said the good news is okay, global info analytics. Yeah, post or okay, there's a downward trend for John Mahama and upward trend for Dr. Bawumia. Even though predictors are Mahama winning, but okay, John Bahama throw no back down will go so back to inching towards less than 50%. Bawumia also is inching up. That is what Sana research, this survey, you know. Yeah, we disagree, but we don't know my show no my change the dynamics of your campaign. Baby, I was so to me hate more than normal. We'll say if results no change. Ultimately, 38 days, 7th December, polling day in Ankasa. Exactly. And no will determine that Dr. Bawumia or from whom them. The next
president will be Dr. Bawumia.
Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. No two ways about that. Oh dear Maakye, the future of the country under the leadership of Dr. Bawumia.
Very well, Medasi. We'll begin with the EC and issues coming up this morning from the Electoral Commission. My main kind of statement, EC4 Edeba Bonchain Shodo. Na afeyentua so eni eho enkomo isi medical tremo dada Electoral Commission no se womo enya ntiye se maame Akuadonko adani benkum. So for that reason no womo de ballot papers womo air printing nyina no womo asomu kakra answer se womo betumi ahwe se ene no enhyehyɛ ahodo a egu apono so no ni nyina no ebetumi Abba. Now, this is what the Electoral Commission is saying. One more issue statement. The Electoral Commission has today received information on the unfortunate passing of the presidential candidate of the Ghana Freedom Party, GFP, Madam Appiah Donko. May she rest in peace. While the 1992 Constitution and the Public Elections Regulation 2020 CI 127 are not clear on the processes to follow in the event of the death of a presidential candidate. Article 54 of the 1992 Constitution provides as follows: where at the close of nominations, but before the election, one of the candidates dies, a further period of 10 days shall be allowed for nominations. The Commission has since informed the GFP to make arrangements to nominate a new candidate and inform the Commission accordingly. In the meantime, the Commission has suspended the printing of presidential ballot papers, which was near completion. And this was signed by Samuel Tete, Wano Andaninsa Eshase, Deputy Chairman Operations for the Electoral Commission. Now, Article 50 no Banoa. Of the 1992 Constitution. One is subject to the provisions of this Constitution, where at the close of nominations and on the day before a public election, two or more candidates have been nominated. Okay, Mamenko 4 no so basis no. Now 4 is where at the close of nominations, but before the elections, one of the candidates dies. A further period of 10 days shall be allowed for nominations, and where the death occurs at any time within 25 days before the election in that constituency or unit shall be postponed for 21 days. Until Oshe a year that of the parliamentary media very clear. Say in any of the constituencies, say parliamentary candidates, obida ni benkum so within 25 days, say before the election, one will be postponing election in that particular constituency. But for that of the presidential, they allow for nomination to ensure, say, a day party chrono ebetimi a new candidate and so up. Now, Mame Emma George actually once again. Now, me man 10 minutes. Na yenin komo ewo eye sa ensem yi ehun. I have seen a lot of circular, I mean flyers there echo round that indicate say the position on the ballot papers na ba besisa NDC be moving from the 8th to the 7th position on the ballot and all the others. Now Electoral Commission no enka hwe emfa saade no ehun. Enti there are a lot more questions to be asked, and then there are some more answers going forward, we would require. But George, Babinchio for 10 minutes on this.
Yo, Medase, the all kinds is here.
Kessben.
Specific for parliamentary and lower elections,
yes.
And just specific for the presidential. But in fact, I said there's no clause succinct dealing with presidential issues. And BB was here. But easy senior wakano or the original we should share me think say no if specific laws in the quasi rule be or bit me aboama and amontuo na koya. It's why not? It's okay. Two things. Ghana Freedom Party for no bit me decide this omo bi agina or Manaimu. They will still contest the presidential. And automatic say until Kiadon. Koha, the Kama, I'm commiserating with Abusiano. So, I'm Abusiano in the Akona Ghana for Ghana Freedom Party for Nina Yako. Me baba be here. Oh, this yani TV ni radio na da o hasa or Asamankasi. Justice, man who say oh Justice Speaker so chiao.
Justice, good morning. Yeah, that was why. That was
me do Asamaya or no they be me say now they only figures me kaka. Cape Coast so me baba or Zibu Michiano. Good. Enti saadi si yenyina enim se be si abeto ye anamontuo ne hyehyɛ wo isi beye no ehia pa o se gina mra so enti mate se bi mu say Roman father be flag bearer no it's possible there's nothing wrong with that now say in the case where say omo amo obi anko a emranum no ete say on be yi omo afimu kra ana but o the far parliamentary ni lower we are 25 days now what happens on be yi omo a which means positions will just be moved meboa baby so patch say my team in Dr. Computer NDC deputy elections officer I can say the chair say was so omo de pen etwam. Well, but and this was almost suspended printing of the because come my that will be the obvious now will be about 2 massa candidates is considered to be a spoiled ballot. And the answer mranu nyina so ne fa pem no die na isi ebeye de obeye bia nso wo se nyante ase na encheche so emu a wo gina mranu so sa na wo se ye de adwuma GFP4 so omo yi obi a fine omo yi obi na we no so change a we move ma hu say na wo kan no circulation video bi wontumi video ni some videos bi ni nam say e be predicted say be candidate be film before election meboa your prophets no man whatever it is no esi yem ginamra so ne yen hyehyɛ beboa ama democracy no akonanim
so that but it looks as if George in the last 3 weeks as a country we've gone through a lot of constitutional debate and challenges from parliament.
I know because Supreme Court hearing of that
down to the SU or EC, so now beginning to ask a lot of questions just as you're asking by law even if GFP decided say Omonfa will be ma is it automatic says I see a pushy candidates now up and now said entirely we would have to go back and do reballoting.
No, there'll be no reballoting.
There will be no reballoting.
Absolutely no reballoting.
Yes, but you cannot.
Their positions will just.
You cannot equally say parties in the movie up in terms of their position.
That's what can be done. So I'm uniform with that's what will be done automatic. There'll be no reballoting.
No, but you are saying there will be no reballoting.
Yes, there'll be no reballoting.
The other party will also say they will not agree for them to be pushed up.
There will be no reballoting. And anything I hear whether they will leave the person's picture there or say they will leave the person there or more dream. There will be an IPAC meeting. Definitely.
Okay.
I'll be engaging on those matters because a certain law behind the status are then there will be common sense appreciation. Saying it here, to saying about because the number of days, 30 days, more than a month. To the next election, so at least in
the days coming, it'll be interesting because Kobani say shifting position now. I'm just imagining advertisement so position. Extra advert, right?
Yes.
Party T-shirt, one more dia printing.
Yes, collateral damage. There's only one party safe. Only one party safe.
I can smell something happening.
No,
in the
speaker.
future.
So only one party is safe.
Which party will be safe?
No, the number one.
The number one will be safe.
Onunkwana when you're affected.
I say, what are you?
Me push you about number 12.
It's I say, ours is I say,
okay.
We don't care about the number.
I say, you don't care about the number.
But
I agree with you.
If George has,
that is there. You just be a man here in Yajuma.
Okay. But I think the parties will have to come to terms.
Definitely. The last one, Speaker. Parliament, we go up and down. When we say, I stand to be corrected, but I see a table CI for this election. Table,
I think they are using the CI 127.
No, yes, but the dates, you must go to Parliament. The date and new arrangements must be a table for 21 days. Last me tears out, so tell me chairman sabons because near my course may affect that process. Even though still say between 21 days, 16 days within the year, fine. They say couldn't call Supreme Court what it is. Otherwise, Mrano Betty say, okay, you can use the existing CI to do those things. Those are the issues.
Very well. Uncle Bomachi.
I'm Joseph Munia.
Then Pom to say,
Yamiadum, Baby Abako.
Movement, because I mean, who watch you?
Oh,
just waiting you across the country.
Jumapa.
More form.
Yes.
That is yes, someone campaign, Ashanti region, Kwana Moti. A Hong Kong, Ghana.
Mr. Speaker.
Uncle
Me.
Kessben.
Mako almost every community in Central region. In the Western region. Menukas in Casa, Western North. Many the running mates. Now, if it's on say campaign here, Menuka say Hobson, Boniface, they are all leading teams in communities across the country. Our campaign is everywhere, except that we are doing the micro campaign, not the fanfare type, where you bask.
And as I say, the caravan, so I become home.
Yes, the caravan, yeah. So that you see, we are one strategy, or do you call this election? But let me use opportunity to mention, KOD, the running mate KOD. Now, Mr. Min join my brother now, Madam Ekwadenko, Nebusiano Yako, Memo Shazen. Obi I know no expert side way, and it was so dear Wawunim. And see, I need the idea of Honum, and the person my share my fafanto. You have to join us this Saturday for a walk.
Me
you have to join us.
I'm more your walk that way.
Oh, Saturday, yeah.
I won't cry her.
Say me to a circle PTC. And then you move. Saturday, yeah, walk. Kassepa, I want to Kumasi Diano. Yeah, me a chen Kumasi Diano. Kumasi Dia Kassepa, no. Yeah, me a chen Kumasi Diano. We want to make a statement out there that Ghanaians are fed up. In fact, once I say, me call round. I've been, campaigning.
I also work on Western region.
Back on Western region.
All the constituencies.
Yes, I call Western region, Central region, and I can tell you, Ghanaians are fed up, and it's obvious. If the last topic and the CDD
Afrobarometer report.
I mean, they said they want a president who is credible and not corrupt. That's what they are saying. A president who is credible, credibility,
Absolute.
integrity, very important, and who is not corrupt. Yeah. If a corruption includes giving contracts to your brothers, sole source contracts to your brothers.
How?
It's corruption.
How?
It's corruption.
When it's legal. When it's legal.
When it's legal. What is
by law?
But the conditions. There has conditions.
There's
for
no
sole sourcing.
Procurement structure there.
No, I'm saying conditions for sole sourcing. So if you don't go by the conditions and you give it to your brother,
how do you conclude
conflict of interest? Conflict of interest.
Is it the president?
Conflict of interest. The vice president's brother. Conflict of interest. Okay, as a corruption, you want to narrow corruption to corruption. If you expand the definition of corruption, it includes conflict of interest. So, my brother, so that is it. Name people there. You see, let me tell you, George, let me tell you the information out there. People are saying that MPP is going to opposition, so there's no way to vote for MPP. Vote for Alan. That is a conversation out there. But MPP.
A vote for Alan is a waste.
Almost say MPP 8 years now so. Almost co-opposition. The economy now say. Galamsey so boom. Corruption a boom. What mama where we still vote? So vote for Alan. That's the conversation out there. But on the issue of the ballot winner and the account.
Yes.
For me, the tension already existing in the country. We don't need to change any positions. I mean, you've gone
There's already tension in the
we know the tension that was there before the balloting.
Yeah.
And we know the balloting issue, what went on. And now we're going to subject ourselves to another tension or pressure. It's not necessary. If the woman is no more, leave the position. Ghanaians are wise to know that.
Don't call
Obium. So let's not create another unnecessary tension with this. If they're going to contest, fine.
Yes.
If they're not going to contest, I think the place have to be left like that, so that Obia maintaining position, because people have spent money to do their posters, their T-shirts, all other things, and all of a sudden you said they should go back. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense.
80 minutes after 8. But my sources.
At IPAC, they should discuss this.
Yes, I'm sure the parties will agree at a point. But my sources say, likely say you be some of the aspirants stepping down before election day. Yes.
Aspirants, independence.
That's the information I'm getting. I mean,
even if they step down, you still maintain the numbers.
Some who are independent, some who came in the names of political parties.
Okay.
My sources are indicating. So, media.
Because because we don't hear of the others.
Sources are indicating to me said the two major political parties are persuading a lot of them to equally step down. Yes. And we live to see in the coming days. But
the contest, apart from the two major,
yes, Alan and Cheddar. I want more can down to Bianca. And then I'm casting the first bit. Nanki and Sassy, your first microphone. More babalot, no somebody will stay speaker. I'm judge is open to go. That's also a waste of time. Wait, hey, no judge. What would the lobby just can't know? What would the perfect credit? What would this say? But Andra, what campaign through this? John Mahama, Dr. Bawumia. 5 major questions. Say one answer. Richard video no what you be born na yashe. He's actually said Dr. Bawumia must answer before this election. The reason why the CD to dollar rate ejina 17 cedis. He must equally answer to the fact he said he promised Ghanaians so much on economy. Na abaya ye kwakotu Dr. Bawumia Buapa. I mean economy who has some credit one can be. Plus 3 more others. John Dramani Mahama said Dr. Bawumia entimi enyi ano. Meba na mashasye ewo George. So but remember the Honorable Daniel Kwesiasha Machi, former member of parliament for Buem constituency and then a member of the NDC. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Mpomo is saying?
Because they say, wow, share. Your Kessben is about bread and butter. Now, share via Mahama Jagana Kani via one there. And there are serious questions to be asked.
And that is the top 5 questions I'm going to decide.
No crowd didn't come. We know Nyamide Bano come.
Okay.
Because Sendaya Jina 763 billion. Aye Kabusia Yabo. Okay, why 123? We say Nana Doni Bawumia Bankwa Abobusia 643 billion. Now when we start to serialize near 111 billion, that of Atamils and Mahama to me, yeah. Then why couldn't we even push ourselves to the middle income while Mahama was living middle lower income
stature?
Indeed, why couldn't we push ourselves to the middle income?
That's fact.
Setepe, why won't we push ourselves to that level? As I say, no, yes, I drop 850,000 Ghanaians have been pushed into poverty under the watch of this government. Over 1.3 million or 1.1 million youth. So you ask us question, what are we hearing? What are we hearing in this country? Are we joking? 640 what? 3 billion. and Nanado any Bawumia. So why should we be talking about what? Social intervention again? Because we are moving up. We are moving up. We've gotten a lot of money. How do we spend those money? Go on the beach road to Tema. Now share the posts are there. Omama contract posts no jina military camps ho. There is no bob on it. Into one na di contract no. With this money, go and see Ubeko A Life bridge no China fire to ho. One bridge or two. Omuye baku no my chai baku. But 643 billion yebobusa yedi go and see Janshimo interchange amuso ho. Adani busumfie hangi hosa. So much inconvenience. So when somebody is telling you that things are good and you drive through this, one time then you ask yourself, who is talking and where is it coming from? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. Eka ene mini Ghana for. And nuntina u brother eye juma e save sika in bonds aban fani sika. And they are telling you that things are okay. Obi ye juma wa bank ya close bank wa dani uhiani ni sika ya fa. MPP for Sakatra say things are good. Where are we coming from? These are the questions we should be answering. All the programs are programs are MPP for Babeye. Ni hum papa, ni mu papa. 1D 1F ewohi. One village one dam ewohi. One constituency 1 million ewohi. These are the questions, and I am very happy say on Monday Daily Graphic survey air catchers. Ghanaians are focusing on economy. Economy. And nuna yedi kwako tuaba wabra bomu ye die. Why should we take 643 billion? And then the MPP government couldn't build phase 2 of KJTR market. Nyayasha sia tu ho. Sika we numu dia yeden. Sika we mu dia yeden. KJTR phase 2 market. Mwentumi ansi. Muka na bibia ye fine. Ghana for MPP for say bibia ye fine. Ya ye jejereje. Umusi bibia ye kama. But ye dika e kanu ntina omadidi Mahama tem so ko IMF. E kanu ntina yo IMF. E kanu ntina ye ji ye nuanu musika. Obi hia ne sika di atoni ndro enum keke. E di aboni bra. Onini aban ni asem bia aba afa ne sika. Aban afa ne sika by force. So, this is where we find ourselves. And this is what we are sending into what? Into elections. Into elections. Where we ye juma sena we juma no esi tumpon anani fomba. And now the kwako twaba. Because e uko porter exchange rate u share baby enama. U di nyama ni container bedru te mahabwa. U ye die na wa clear ana takradi ana airport. U be ye dia clear. These are the issues on the table. And when we ni nyina Nanado ni Bawumia ban, they have done it because economic management, it is not about standing on the platform to talk, it is to act. And nuntina me papa lanchramanti or from say MPP for a net to 4 no action talk only. And I want Kessben. Also we a net to 4 no action talk Kessben. Only. And now mugusu kasa. Meanwhile, man phone to me, your munyama, ewo habo. Omu gusu kasa, MPP for gusu kasa. Meanwhile, man phone to me in trade and indi, but MPP for gusu kasa kachre say, things are okay. Is this not an insult on our intelligence? Well, I don't know. I am just asking. These are the issues pertaining today. She's no my school. There is no program. Akodako school, 27 days, you're promoting into another class. Things jump up. These people need to be clear out. Now you reset the economy way. Minister of Education, Kachre say, one of Kachre no say, what say education? Honorable Educhum, Shamani Midanya, what say education? And you go see the mouth. Education.
How did he destroy the education?
How is the calendar today? You can't predict when your child is going to school.
But I don't know. I know the reality of COVID-19.
That is not the reality of COVID-19. You're trying to cry. Say, even COVID tax, there's an levy based in there.
No, I'm saying that the changes in the calendar no was as a result.
Then they are incompetent from
and
2022. From 2022, you couldn't arrange your calendar. You declare COVID is a son. You couldn't. Why are you sitting there taking salary for? You couldn't do this. Governance is on time. Timing is on that seat that you are sitting on. You are taking salary. And today, parents are talking. Now, Ndra na there, omunko school. How
so almost started school placement, you know, and I'm told said they are beginning.
Maminchra results
students.
Makoda ba Kubi results there is pending results no nya by what post no. Oduchum what's his school? Results no nya by is pending. Wonya hu ni result na hu ni grading. E bia benya better option. We see what post no. What type of educational system are we running? Educhum, honorable minister, what's say Ghana education? You people need to be cleared off. Not parents, you stayed, maybe I stayed in a rural area. Yeah. And my parents plan farming, education, timetable, time and because parents in the rural areas help their parents. They help their parents in farming. So what is happening today? What is happening today? You can't. Honorable Duchum, I will not mince word. Look at my face. What say Ghana education? San America school baby. Kasa. And America and I say sanity. Do you know the mistake he has made? I did management. He thinks what? Global and act local. Instead of thinking local to act global. Into what Daniel Adiano education abutu.
May I say the Honorable Daniel Kwesiashama, member of the NDC, member George Sona Mashasi and one so John Mahama, Abisa, a year, or Dr. Bawumia, a lot of questions. Say, when you know, there are five
easy question kakra.
Mema watching I don't
okay, let's go. I must obey you. Oh yeah. I must respect your office.
Yes,
Mr. Speaker.
And see, my member George, I'm in for 10 minutes. Dr. Bawumia is supposed to answer some 5 questions. You remember videos, surely. But one, the first is asking is Dr. Bawumia must tell Ghanaians clearly the status of Ghana's economy, about exchange rates, about the fact that more promise Ghanaians so much with the economy. Now, Dr. Bawumia, in this entire election campaign, John Mahama is telling you, say, Dr. Bawumia, have more issues on the economy. The focus in our digitization. He is asking, why is that the case? Say, and they what the share comfortable what they buy, what Danny every home can be before. Maminchio, video near ready about body.
Nothing that's it. Before I make question, Honorable Asama.
Kessben.
Or updating I think no, I say I antiquated. Creative arts and design anyway. Resource is out. It's out. It's no one year proactive and coherent anybody any. My lawyer friend be anybody any. Creative arts design one. First one about a pending. They say Abba as of yesterday or the Mame before the postings were done. Okay, myself, I update it. Now resetting MYNU. Resetting is going to clear every because you need the EU. Now let's go to former President Mahama. What's he say? Yanka economy. Why? Maybe I can't say there's a nexus between economy and digitization. That is there is. Also bring efficiency into the economic management. You digitalize. And also Buama will reduce issues of corruption. And not Buama will increase the revenue base. So it ties in. Tell me, say Nipa Hine advertising online now. Business and for you. Tembia, my government me track it or more. I was seeing warm tax revenue in Nina and economy matter. Yeah, use Ghana card as your SNIT number, your TIN number, normal. Nina and part of economic management in revenue mobilization. And Dr. Bawumia and running away from matters of the economy. The BI Mamo, my MPC, Emma update on the state of the economy, the debt situation and monthly way, Minister of Finance. What is it? It's about the economic issues. How did you know, sir, your debt situation about 761 billion? Because monthly briefing now, Dr. Amin Anta, Minister of Finance.
He's saying that how did we get here?
Oh no, don't worry.
How
don't worry.
The CD to dollar? No,
yes, don't worry. Yes, the exogenous factors. The structure of the economy changing radically. Though you're starting a year 1D, 1F, normal, and there are places that 1D, 1F. Yes. Oh, infrastructure and normal cost. Look, yeah, I'm taking over 1 CD 20 pesos to $1. Meboa. I'm fixing 4 CDs 20 pesos, about 250%.
And
rate. About 250% rate. They say yeah, take it 420. They say it's about 16.8. And I'm
17 cities.
When baby 17. Okay, 17 CDs. So we are looking at about 280 something percent depreciation with exogenous factors. And no normal was here. Because they import dependent. They do baby, you know me baby I import to cry, there's a halt on it. Again, yamra debt na move way ampa. The debt situation was 9.5 billion time I'm take you over. I'm 122 billion. 12 times rollover. 1,200% accumulative debt accumulation. So say a move from 122 to 761. About 6 times rollover or 5.5 times rollover. And see, what are we talking about? Less than 1,200. This is about 600 or 580% rollover, debt buildup. And see, I know the rate or be a car, say, debt to GDP, your rate near determine. So the rate is important. And in terms of rate, okay, nominal figures now, yes, economists are into because nominal figure no a year. It's important that you determine it by rate because the people who say performance away how is it compared to the other one? Meno kasa kufuor kono your debt to your GDP size of this economy was about 33 billion. That's rebased. $33 billion. Time I work on. Omu take you over. Omu fish one your debt, your GDP size is about 52 billion. Facts. So about 19 billion expansion addition. That's the truth. Okay? Which is about 56 or so percent, increase. So see your debt, your GDP size is about 76 billion. About 24 billion expansion. In dollar terms. Into debt, there's a correlation. Okay, the debt, and again, in terms of size, your business born in Noma, you see your man, you 2 and more support for speaker. It's 9 months to 1 year for a tifia woman, quadruma, a tria woman cano. That's so, about of a scared fever. It's part of our debt buildup.
Yes, but George, the concerns again that will be even with this borrowing now, there was some infrastructural project.
More.
One.
Yes.
Your friend is saying Agenda 111.
Yes, it's all going.
OSHA interchanges are now more
massive.
Okay, as we speak. I mean, most of those projects, are halted.
Yes.
I'm talking about the interchange.
Yes.
The last time, Richard Pesa video ni mame, Takrady interchange.
Yes. Maybe last 2 weeks na me
yes. We be say contractors akọ site na omo yiyi iron rods womo dey year adwuma. Then you ask them that why would they be taking out the iron rods, and they tell you say the government of Ghana ne part of funding SS will provide ontimi provide. For that reason womo sesa womo niema e dey akọ. O share the see your friend is saying this side Nyenungwa Aboso Kahaya. Yes, Obechebe. I mean, phase 2, you look at that. You go to Kumasi, you look at the KJTR market, phase 2, central market. I mean, all these projects, are hot. Why? Why is it the case?
Now, so revenue, that's your counterparts. Maybe I was say with the support too. Until you corner our system, no my challenger, you halt a bit. And before that, Menoka said this government has constructed and concluded 12,830 kilometers of road, compared to 4,636 by the 8 years of Mills Mahama. Facts. And 12,000 and over 13 interchanges, about 7 of them completed. These are facts. And he works ongoing. Menoka said, Achimota Kwai, Ofanko to Sawam, Pokwase, Ofanko way. It's ongoing. Menoka say Buduburam, Echo way, Winniba Jansen, Meboa. It's ongoing. The baby or I cost baby was halted. The work has gone in. Menoka say Abayi Bana free and there was nothing like free.
What happened to Sino Hydro deal?
It was suspended. Etina Polugu Dam. Etina Polugu Dam was stopped. Because Polugu Dam is part of Sino Hydro. It's of interest to us. Now because of the COVID, the Chinese government suspended it. No more disbursing, the works continue. But with Polugu and some other phase 2 or phases of the project, because the Chinese government tells a situation, they can't release the money until situation normalizes. And that is the issue. It is a funding bill, not funding number. You can't continue on the job. Okay, unless one can out me raise the funds from internal sources and then input it into it. That is the issue. Agenda 111. Kosu gidi last do ma hene de no kan e. O say yes say no say phantom eyi ne de ebru wo mani so. But we bought 2 places in his traditional area. One de no baby adu no or we say it will be completed. And that is the hope. And agenda 1 we are talking 111 hospitals. This government came in, built many hospitals. Hospital built from the scratch by this government. Hospital. I had to move to Sefi also. It's all good. These are issues. About free SHS. What is the investment therein? John Mahama's incompetence or cancel allowances. This government restored it. So I think free SHS in you.
Restoration is embedded in the government.
No, it's okay. I'll prefer having arrears than cancelled altogether. Because you'll be cancelled. So as a student, BB Sabeba, and he was support to or support to. Now you can't move. School because we need hope. These are the issues. We are pretending hope for the future and for the youth. That is the look at the training programs for them. Who's almost say that no more over 10,000 kids kaya off the street. No, these are all programs the future generation. His Excellency John Mahama, Dr. Bawumia, we look at second round, then I'll get the details and give the proper answer. Out of the economy, no, it is true. Before can I also share what sits them not to every election. That is the bottom line. 2 things, my 2 things. Either say my system and I hear because of abanisi say that's one to make number 2 about or a year. But who say and she say be the and no place I mean so mediano ebedi hope. I'll still have confidence
after
in them.
8 years.
Yes,
still must hope.
Yes, why not?
Okay.
Every day you go to sleep, hope until I will move on.
Thank you, George. 41 minutes after 8. My young corner the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and making some queries to Dr. Bawumia. My Bra.
He posed 170 questions to my vice president, Emisata. He should go and answer the 170 questions himself. Indeed, he shouldn't answer 170 questions. He should answer only 3 questions. 3. Why is the exchange rate 17 cedis to the dollar? Question 1. Exam, he should come and write. Ezu, why has Ghana's debt risen from 120 billion to 767 billion in 8 years? Question 2, you should come and answer. Question 3, why is inflation where it is? Why did it rise to 54% under your administration for 8 years? And then let me add 2 more. Question 4, why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? He should come and answer those questions. We don't need 170 questions. 170, if he wants, he can answer them himself. But Ghanaians are asking him 4 questions. He should come and answer those 4 questions and explain to Ghanaians why we are where we are. The last question is, why has he run away from the economy to digitalization? He used to do big about economy. Today he can't mention economy. It's not in his vocabulary. Anytime he opens his mouth, digitalization. Come and talk about the economy. That's question 5. 5 questions. Tell him. He should come and answer them.
And that is the former president. 5 major questions for the vice president to answer. But Mamimra, the honorable question Shama so na mintie and Shana Maba Uncle Boso. He'll be taking leave of us shortly. Yes, honorable Mamintio for 10 minutes.
That's the permission I have to ask him.
That
because,
is fine.
Yeah, on function. Minia, baby Ghana ewo ene. If you take a closer look at the economy,
yes,
Nyama ekoso. This government has succeeded in destroying the urban economy and moved to the rural economy and destroys it. If you have a friend, maybe in your conversation, Obeka say, or call the criminal, the bush and Nibia catcher and say, oh, ba, banchia, anabodia to be bra.
Yeah.
Then you ask yourself, what is happening? The rural economy is destroyed. Fine, I agree with my brother that Ghana is an import-laden economy. When does that start? When did you come to power? What did you do? Because food, today, Ghanaians, we can't feed ourselves. We can't feed ourselves. If we can perfectly feed ourselves, we will not be hearing from the Minister of Agri that he needs some funds to support some people. Where is our buffer stocks? And now, if you tell me that today, digitalization leverage on economy, agreed. So, why are we talking about the import? What can we do to leverage on the import? It's food production. It's food production. You eat, you process, you export. In that way, importation will reduce. Importation will reduce. And you will be strengthening your local currency. Now, ICT ayaka krano chips in India money now you say you import it. Doesn't it have effect on our CD?
Kessben.
It has effect on it. This government, his ideas has finished. I am telling you what they are doing today. So we are saying, as NDC, we are coming to invest in the productive sectors. You get your raw materials, you start with your industrialization with government support. As a second, the lands that have been used for galamsey, we need to reclaim them. We need to put the youth into work. We need to support the youth. In that way, just take a palm tree and analyze the value chain of a palm tree. That can create job, that can bring money, that can reduce the importation of oil. That is what the way we should be thinking. And that is how Mahama is thinking. Because when you look at this money, if you tell me today that 600
I know my tree number mukatra.
You say who catch them in there say 643 billion bobusia. Huh? Upon all these things, no. In there, we are still import dependent. Sikanu you soon say one monetina them is to see how we disburse this money you have borrowed. Like by this time, 4 years time, we should be seeing the impact in the economy. This money, you've taken the one bobusia sikawe krano. Yehun so fast for Ghana for nesu. The China Sino Hydro.
Yes.
Any about neka say obe mani bauxite. Now our power process now they are my China for. Now bauxite no asan was has in more Ghana. That is what you send for the negotiation table. Bauxite no hin. Factory also omu na omu ye power processing no. Omu ntumi anye. MPP fo ntumi anye. The bargain was that we give them the bauxite.
Kessben.
Has the bauxite finished? These people are just interested in what? Chopping our money. Omudi ye sika wanum. Sika nuni ekanuni uko balance sheet no swa 643 billion enu na da ho. Corridge Hospital kofie. Ni Mahama si ye no ni aka phase 2 no yomudi iron sheet abon huban eho eye car park nde 8 good years MPP for ntumi and see phase 2 of Ridge Hospital. Koda kofie se say awko ho a Ubehu said the place has turned to be staff car park. Meanwhile, your boka. Meanwhile, your dika. Sanu hydro juma nye and nunti na Mahama bisa. Eba Bawumia, His Excellency. Wa ye dede abo apretwa wo krom ana pen.
Kessben.
Sir, exchange rate no edos do. In then ye was 17 cedis. No be catcher of the same. And no na dwadi for the kodomo. And no na nipa di tokenke. Na petro gallon no na Mahama time no na etiseng. And no nti da se ye mfre Bawumia se ombra mbekasa. Enfa economy nsem a waka ni gina oni na Central University no ombra mbe chirechire mu yiye nde. In the MVP ni catcher say digitalization leverages on the economy. In which sense? To put food on your table. Abanya oba konyasu Mahama oma koko ekuafo free fertilizer go hokra no abanya beton fertilizer MPP for beton fertilizer no 85 Ghana cedis edi ama ekuafo sasika no mudi ye den sasika no amudi ye den omudi koko akatia drodu we nyina oma. So what is happening? Say no abanya no policy say fertilizer no eton ekuafo beton Ekuafo di sika ko gubank susu wafa. So you make people poor and you are pushing them to buy. As a many. Because when we talk about this exogenous factors baby last kra
Russia Ukraine
minia Ukraine go na nko hanko sere with anago obi a etu san to ta wa wo chinya wo sa ko hoko sreduane na wa start see the odi heading. I tell you that these people are finished. We have to vote them out. They have destroyed the nation's economy. And no ye kanu ama obi ati say nanado abanu o ma say mu hwe figures nu e ka busia we nu mu di yadien sika nu mu di yadien ena mu wie the interchanges amuye ena mu wie Kumasi Kejetia market phase 2 sika nu wo he enu ti do bisa nanado zuzu say say yeti sika so sika yeti so no e wo he na komudi yen enu ti do Mahama bisa no do that right. This is where we are. But Mr. Gana Fakachom, Nienti a vice president, doctor, no, and is our school on economics, and yes, sir. And I had the economy no manu, and I say, in the new power one called ICT school, no, or so no about digitalization. Can you imagine somebody who has not learned about piloting a plane? And I say, no, they say they don't have a pilot, you know, moon complain. Ghana for your crash, Ghana for your crash. Bawumia to me fire nko bebia economy na nti na friend doctor say Bawumia be catch me so bi na etro so hwe ma no na ye friend doctor in economy there metias here ne obo bro obo say no akoye ti say obi na atro apo ama no debi me say akoye because no ye doctor na do catch Ghana for no nyina say onu oni economics no wa kofa Bawumia ye adwuma wo Bank of Ghana. So be share trese the time no na akufo time no $1 1 cedi 1 this video no it is say the more no e da hin $1 17 we ye enye hia nkonya bia say be ko busumfie akobisa say hwan na etu abama no Bawumia nkasa onye in economy na say the hia ye ni economy asem no enu nti Mr. Ghana for Mahama say share and mama mutokosia na ya close microfinance 432 no oba baby e ma bank na mo anya sika nkitinkiti na mo ato koshia na mo ato pano na mo ato apple na mo ato plantain na mo plantain chips. The number of people who engage in the economic activities of a country is the economic health of that country. Now, once a bialeto, me feel some bedroom, I want a traffic tower. Me for around there is nothing. Until me try to see.
Kessben.
Me try to see. The economic activities are down. Economic activities are down. Miss Regana for. Ufsha ukenke bua. Ebia, mimbe kase sano, unimini efrenu sano. Ba kenke bua die, udi kenke. Unimini bua, seni eti Mahama mreso. Ena seni eti ne. Unim petro ni bua galon. Seni eti o Mahama mreso. Ena seni eti ne. Unim seni ya nkodanu. Parents nu, eni kokwe kuyafonu, yetumi bua omu. Na sani ponu neza kachon se. Seni ya miye no kanino. Me ba mesa ya avroso enu no kache se yenya jidie mumma yemfa jidie emfa ntoa namo. The second coming of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no eba
just 2 minutes on ECD and Bawumia kwan. Why?
Oh, enu no ye I agree, sir.
You see, be pushing one better number 7.
One say campaign.
One flyers in the
Missy, campaign ye no, campaign ye no. Ye wo full soldiers campaign and then management campaign.
Okay.
Actually, say obia at the level of management. On him say the Mensan cannot sit down alone and say that say IPAC will work. Do you get me right? IPAC is what will work. So to me, I just want us to focus on the activities of the EC boss and the IPAC. Yeah, NDC for there, we'll be watching with our eager eyes. We'll share your chin as well. Now eager that ho. Yeah, share. And yes, sir. A bet is a parliament there. Someone shall say that Obia wanted to me. Tie watchman. Watchman or Timu Fehano or what to me. Ubedro or some be a gator. Who ya who now ya dear or the boy Safana and Botoma. This is our panicho. Into Obia wanted to me MPP for Omunya Botre. Who you know the cry? All lucky a man for general cameras general to say watchman wa lucky MDO. Watchman lucky MDO. Why news were we? And now who be out to be news or news can call. So these are some of the things that we say. And I thank you, my colleagues.
Cocoa producing area, and then cocoa. Also, I'm a few on 1 bag of cocoa. It's been over 30 bags of cement.
Mr. Speaker,
to need the
cocoa Appiah my price from last year.
Bags of cement.
Appiah my cocoa price. Sikana anko. Giving the price is one thing, and then sending money to the PBC for them to buy. For them to buy. Sikana anko. Meeting as I say no. Say olong kabaku. I want me come smugglers no. Or put on 200 cedis.
All right.
Let me tell you.
Thank you. But as a papa 55 minutes after 8. Mami fast ma Eclipse collateral management for nanope Eclipse adaromba mpacho one more dear one more do ajapade enkrata ye adwuma na afi one more to commission e wo ho and what you know say open loan na one collateral one Eclipse collateral management for di nkoma one more boa assist with collateral na afi wo loan na wo pe no wonsa etime aka anope one mo dwumadi etichiru a one more edi no enie for one more on 0266 999020 and after 0302551877 na when Eclipse any enkomo omocha kwan ewo U12 Abakan Street ewo Adenta new site na ensa ase papa de e must for aneton wamonsa asini nyina won krai ha dodo na gutropoli adopei se wutie me na wo pasase e dia yo project dia esese woni e must connected Ghana Limited for edi enkomo pacho one plot no eye 15,000 womo say ene for 3,000 to ase na womo ma eye 1 year na fetu ade aka nka krakra e ba no half plot pacho 9,000 womo si to 3,000 na fe womo ma 6 months na fetu ade aka ni nyina no enkakra womo eben eye Seglemi affordable housing project no and afei so Central University ekoho no ekwan wakra and pay open asase for commercial purposes when a Emascon estate for any enkomo na wo mo betwa bi e de amount dia wo hwe no eye wo mo nsase ni bia kese pa ankrofo guso a ye kase no wo mo etwa eye ndika ye pa and pay call eye Community 18 Junction was Spinters Road no eso na when you more any nkomo emfri ho wo money Allied Filling Station no ana agi enhwe ni mo no pay for one more on 0553 838730 0553838730 and after 0553 840-646 na when a Emascon estate for any enkomo no pay na womo ebeje wo so mayemra uncle boso na mintie wono nso na afi yembra na yemfamisi uncle bo
yeah Mr. Speaker.
Yes sir.
I'm the economy assembly.
Kessben.
Young kind of economy this economy has been destroyed.
Yes sir, economy way.
I say economy.
Economy a minister say sanctuary bouncing.
I say economy na say young kind of economy.
How?
Every economy biano your indicators are indicators say economy no the indicators are not good. And let me take you back. Last week Bahami Kasemi say the reason why Mr. Mahama why you bold to say the things and New York can hear because the situation of Giant, which was a very bad situation, Nanado ni Bawumia, ama a worse situation. You say, Uko school can you school no? Normal line. Was a number line. There was 0 in the middle, positive numbers on right, and negative numbers on the left. Say that should be a on the negative side of the normal line. Into Professor Thomas, because of the oil revenue now we inherited from President Kufuor, at the time Professor Thomas was leaving, or when he handed over the economy to Mr. Mahama, Ghana's economy, the best in sub-Saharan Africa. It was one of the best in the world, and one of the best in Africa. Economy of Mr. Mahama, the growth rate was 14.3%. The exchange rate was 1 cedi 80 pesos. I mean, every indicator, Professor Thomas Odija, Mr. Mahama, was the best. Within 4.5 years, Mr. Mahama decided economy, which was a promising economy, a rising economy, but the question IMF. With doing so attached. But what I say? So that was Mr. Mahama's performance. It was a very bad performance. And in Ghana, we are rejecting
in 2016.
In 2016, because the economy was very bad. Now, because the current government,
Kessben.
Nanado and Alhaji Bawumia, almost say economy from bad to worse in tea. As I said, there are indicators. I don't say that now Mr. Mahama looks good. The bad now looks good. Now, what it means is that, say the economy man, Mr. Mahama, now say Obabaya worst. It's in other words, the performance worse than what we are having now. The worst, the one you are having now, because and it is also better. But what in American I say? Because we are on the negative side of the normal line. So -1 is better than -2. -2 is better than -3. I want to TSC. But let me show you why these two governments in the last 32 years, NDC and MPP, or money abroad. Listen to me. Benin, and you will help me. Benin export cotton. They call it white gold. That's the major export of Benin. Cotton, white gold. So we bet me Bawumia lending rate in Benin. So we Benin now check lending rate in Benin as we speak. We bet me the inflation account. A country that export only cotton as a major export. Our economy is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Mr. Speaker,
Meet you.
Ghana, you're number one producer of gold in Africa. You're 54 countries in Africa, you're number one producer. You're 195 countries in the world, you're number 7th in gold production, number 7th in the world. Cocoa, you're number 2 in Africa, you're number 2 in the world. Bauxite, you're number 3 in Africa, you're number 11 in the world. Manganese, you're number 2 in Africa, number 5 in the world. Crude oil, you're number 2 in West Africa, number 9 in the world. Salt, you're number 2 in Africa. Coconut, you're number 1 in Africa. Pineapple, you're number 1 in Africa. 50 countries are producing diamond. Significantly in Africa, we are one of the 15. So how can such a country be poor? And be going to the IMF in the last 10 years. NDC took us to the IMF and gave us doom so. NPP has taken us to the IMF and doom so. How can such a country be poor?
Where is doom so?
No, how can Mr. Speaker?
Kessben.
I want you to mention the lending rate of Benin.
Check the amount, member. Don't worry.
It is less than 6%.
5.5.
5.7. Yeah, the last time I checked it was 5.7. Now it is 5.5.
Yeah.
Just what was Benin?
5.5%.
Yeah, no, Busa, they are a business. In Suwe, you are 5.5%. Who are Ghana? We are businessman. No, Busa, I a business. In Suwe, you are 35 to 40%, depending on the banker. Oh, Babusa. How can this be? No, how can this be? Why should we allow ourselves as a country there? These two political parties, they are playing political football. And they are comparing average, below average performances. And we are satisfied. I was in Western region. All the things I've mentioned, Western region contributes significantly to Ghana's development in terms of natural resources. Go and see their roads. Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, very poor.
And we think this is enough for us. Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Go to Central Region roads. Go to Western North. Go to other regions. A country like Ghana, we recently even found lithium. Only small country like Ghana, 33 million. And you have all these resources. And you are poor. And a country like Benin, exporting white gold, cotton, is doing better than you. And you think we should take this one? And do you know why Benin is doing well?
Meet you.
In the last 18 years, Benin into a political party there. They vote for independent president. They voted for Thomas Ayiboni after Kriku. For 10 years. The first 5 years was fantastic. So they gave him another 5 years. Because Onu, he brought the best brains and talents in Benin together. He changed the system, all-inclusive government. The best talent started working for the country. I am telling you, after Thomas Ayiboni, they voted for another independent president, the Patrice Talon of Benin today. Go and check. Because you see, most of our best brains and talents are outside the political space. But because of the winner takes all system and partisan, those fine brains are edged out of the political system. So some of these ministers, I'm telling you, no serious country will make some of these ministers. No serious country that want to develop. I don't want to mention names, but we know. Some of them even don't qualify to be municipal chief executive. They are cabinet ministers. Because of the system you are practicing. And we are saying that enough is enough of this system, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.
That's why Mr. Alan Chamantin, when he left MPP, didn't form a political party. He formed a movement to form a government of national unity, where every Ghanaian, Biala, our talent, our the mind and the brain to work. But I know IMF, Ghanaians working at the IMF, Ghanaians working at the World Bank, young professors, young lecturers, young businessmen, NDC, MPP, there are good people there. But because of the system, they are not even given sweeping job to do in the ministries. All those people will be part of a government of national unity.
Okay. That
That is what we are preaching. So the point I'm making is that when you look at somebody who can fix the economy, check Obibiani Odato out. Mr. Alan Chamantin has given Ghanaians the great transformational plan. A plan, not a manifesto. And he says this plan is focusing on one, enterprise economy. Enterprise economy. He set up Enterprise South Africa, Enterprise Mauritius, Enterprise Nigeria, Enterprise Senegal. 14 enterprises across Africa. He set them up. Baby Yeduno, we need an enterprise economy. Okay. That will focus on production. That is why in the GTP, we are looking at agricultural revolution, industrial transformation, tourism, and fixing the macroeconomy as the economic cluster of the GTP. Then look at the management of our natural resources. Mabobi Achel say, if 195 countries in the world, you are 7th in the production of gold, 5th in the production of manganese, 11th in the production of bauxite. Mr. Speaker,
all right.
It's highly unthinkable that a country like Ghana should be poor. It's because of economic mismanagement, because of corruption. Look at the way they are destroying our environment through Galamsey. Look at the way the politicians are destroying. Now, Mr. Speaker, the painful thing is that a young man, before they will even get the pregnancy, they will have to go and sleep work at the garden all night, prayer meeting. Only 9 months keeping the child, or a body doesn't look like a human being. Because of Galamsey.
Thank you.
The chemicals.
Speaker.
Judge, yes, you're wrapping up now. Yes,
yeah, Speaker.
Yes.
Mr. O, maybe it's a question, but does it make sense for a cabinet minister to say an economy is bad and he's not part of it? Does it make sense to me? Cabinet minister. I say enterprise, the enterprise. Minister for the first person to be appointed, a cabinet minister by the Akufo-Addo government.
And he was in there for about 6 years.
Almost 7 years.
With a sterling performance.
What sterling performance?
But you were talking about
you are saying the economy is bad.
You were talking about 1D1F right now.
Oh, maybe. What's the economy no is bad, my boy? Yes. And this is the cabinet cumulatively. I disagreed with most of the things.
I'm just pointing. I'm just hoping that you give me some 2 minutes to rebut whatever you say.
So any pay. What's it make Quadracy? What can't buy now? What's that buying in you? What to talk? What team you winning election within his own party? No, what Johnny? I go for Mose or a movement.
Ghanaians are smarter than this.
One primaries one to me or to one. It's another.
Ghanaians are smarter than
next
that.
Candidate because of the kind. Look, before Kufuor say you come after me. But when you talk, Kufuor supported that land against Kufuor. And so Akufo-Addo worked and won. That is vim. You got it. We're Ghana.
You don't have anything to say. You don't have anything to say.
Those are the things.
You don't have anything to say.
What's it make Quadracy? For what? He has nothing for the nation. He has nothing.
Alan Nibibia for the nation.
What does he have? He was cabinet.
You agree to say Alan, you're brainy. You agree to
it must impact. And no okay. 7 years into won't me and look, I know now a leader, I mean, take away. Who said no, my say, me boy? But you were an integral part of it. And what are you talking about? So, media, many corrupt into no part of the team. Oh, the cabinet. Let's work. We get it. Now, remember, no, maybe Asama. I don't know. Because I'm probably Benin. Benin is no sterling age for anybody to emulate. The rural communities of Benin. Hey! Benin, the only major way is Cotonou.
I've been to Cotonou.
No, Benin. And two. Benin is a French economy. The French central bank is tied to France. That advantage is no. And the France resource and co no. So buffer our honor. You get it?
In fact, French
your
is
economy. But isn't it surprising?
French is killing them.
Much resources, but I mean, inflation crime may check is here.
Catch no.
No, it is
Catch no.
It's almost advantages be.
Even the French are killing them. That's in the guy.
Edu baby na omu here resource we are buffer. Omu be support to.
Oh,
Who economy? No, only economist. You are bound to. One person also pump you see kaba the system no. And it has a effect on inflation.
But you have destroyed the economy.
The economy the economy first after the exogenous factors they know my first quarter growth 4.3 second quarter 6.9%. In fact projection is best third quarter will be about 5.5 and the year will be about 4% growth. Even though IMF and Co is talking 2.9, you get it. That is a rebound economy.
No. Economic growth. Is proper economic growth.
Yakob baby aba. Enti baby ya do no. Yeah, building na two no we kakra.
Merci for mama.
Yes, me that. Inflation John Mahama okay 54. John Mahama nim de enkodu hono. So, onim. Look, media maka economist here. What is the significance of the central bank and our financial support system? Say, I want you about more. You won't ask the central bank to support and hold the economy.
Inflation.
Yes, but should you allow the economy to crumble?
No, but the question again is that even when the central bank,
at that point, you know, we as a nation, we taking our decision. We taking our decision, and we brought money in to hold our economy together. Other president can I say, Obi who I want to be for no maybe, but economy no there. Obi to be as and unfortunately what they back. As for our front there may say Obi na 0.001 I will name me say. They are not part of this deal.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Mr. Export reduced by about 45% of rice and coal. Wow.
Just 2
sorry,
minutes.
Sorry.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
The point is that Mr. Alenchamantin, yes, he was a minister.
Sulia.
He was given appointments.
So you agree that he's been part of the failure?
Collective
Listen, I'm coming. We have what is called collective responsibility, individual accountability.
Okay.
That is why a team can play a football match. They will lose. Yet that team now or lose, you know, a player of that team will get man of the match.
He would have won the election.
No.
If he was the man of the match.
Oh, but you see.
Kessben.
We are talking about more serious things here.
This is serious.
Ghana election, we are voting for a person to become president.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I'm telling you, Mr. Alenchamantin is better than Napo and Bawumia put together.
Oh, serious?
In every sense of the word. I mean, let's face it. I mean, don't joke. We are not joking. This is not Barcelona Real Madrid football match we are talking about. We are talking about serious thing here. You have destroyed this economy. Yeah. Somebody has put forward a plan. Alan has put forward a plan to solve the problem. And you are here laughing that Mr. Alexander Martin ran away from the election. Of course, a sensible person, knowing that this election, that election was controlled by the party machinery. The government machinery was against him. The most sensible person.
What are you talking about?
The most sensible person will not go and waste his resources. That's what Mr. Alexander said. And I'm telling you that Ghanaians are going to vote for him as the first independent president.
You are leading the Alan campaign under Kufuor. Kufuor sacked this is.
Who was?
Gentlemen, thank you for your that's it. Now, Bepo Savings and Loans, sir. I don't pay me new income. One more Eddie, a year fixed deposit, no Eddie Abba. Bepo today, one more fixed deposit, a special apa. One more woman notes, Nassim, Kunyadin, Komo, a interest, as I said, about Sikano, and Sada. Finally, one more jet to some Disicano Bay, Jumadi amount. I don't pay, sir, who was Sika 5,000 Ghana cedis, na edda ho no mo apacho fabra be investment why na be port for beje dia to na ebe wo mo ho e de ma wani beje pa bosumi miensa bosumi nsia ana asafe ba ko ado pay be port adaroma ana wo mo ebe ye ni sei e de ma obreso a wo mo betu a principal no plus interest ni nyina wo mo de be ma within 24 hours, we will process my own saka usika. Umpe we na pay haircut to send the ani baby. And to pay Bayport savings and loans, fixed deposit. And as I said, we do a shit. Your future now. Hey. But your friend 0245 153283 0245 153283 0263 007 922 0263 007 922 na when they port any command pay but more offices in across the country on cry how we kukumlemle ATTC school no chen hwa na when they were weddings I was so every hall 22bet.com there betting platform back one but we try betting in winning a lot of cash. It doesn't matter whether you are winning or you are losing your game and a bet. They make sure that they give you a plowback of your money. And then on your stakes, you are able to make some level of cash. And pay Bayport at that room. 22bet.com at that room. Games are winning in our place you bet and be winning some level of cash. And take 22bet.com.gh na platform no one will be a games be a whoop be was so na kucha a year or bet was so bet to play, bet to win. Sadeke for Adaroma, Sadeke Herbal Center. One more day, Elephant Herbal Meshano, Eddie Bar, a quick remedy for pals. And they were one burning sensation. With the DIA now, Bosso Show. Sissy Yari and but your Elephant Herbal Meshano were home. Beginning in the food. A drawing 100% herbal. And Mawunsa and Kemi. Now, Sadeke Herbal powder, no pacho. Who you saw a cocoa beer, the type of beer, send your city beer. A bit was your precope at the amount. Elephant ointment, what possible yo ya with chicas here, Sasabrona, but you won't mean until won't mean a hey. Who you'll be a what's a water motor, Nasache, Esuadia, yeah, Juma, Ayana, one night swinging on one swasso. Was Sasabro kind of what won't mean a hey. I don't pay elephant ointment, and I may come for at the amount. Sir, open to do more to our Kaisi Drug Lane, Kobedia Enterprise, Kingswalk Herbal, Repast Ventures. Herbal, didn't one cry, huh? He lost herbal, but you would do what I Sabekami. O Koche, my pet, Little George Pharmacy, Ewo. Would do a year a Shamana, Ubenya Ekus Pharmacy, and Coco for Beko Hillside Pharmacy, Kumasi Beko Kolinak Herbal, Misty Herbal, Appiah Herbal, Freddie Max, and our fame Mama Becky. Pachahonina Sadeki Nui Ubenya Biatu. So one more on 0244153511 0244153511 and now for 0557 997 797 0557 997 797. Now when the AA Sadek for any command pay 20 minutes gone past 9. Stay with me. Now, many of our world saying in Komo Emra, now me come back. You may be why you be. Railways and idea walk room hanging now. My move for us here to try the yes scraps. Now, you be the home Komo me come back. My many of our world saying in Komo na me manache. What for matching? Now, about tampa for what to say.
Ubaba hana habana edene kakra but yami adum na mpese ndem ba.
Okay.
Nse my bay. Said that in and no about tampa de positive ho adwuma na me ye. Enu yankopon adum ama me ho aduro me de bua adasa. Positive ya de bia ho aduro na papa. Dodo no a omo claim so omo ho aduro no ni ho aduro. Omo ni omo junso no mom na omo ho aduro but nye say positive ne ebetu ase de bibi no sa.
Okay.
Enti no say yame am sa adum no na mentumi fa enhyem ho na mentan ho twen say ni baba bre wo sa kwane so. Na de bia me ka say post-it estatuwa ati said de odi ni de etuo asiwo so peso wo shutu we de obekun because idea the end result you estatuwa between do 10 years between the 8 years between 5 years still ano obekun and this will be team 8 teams this year and say make up it once ama only na some team very well na ewie untu anamo the ten say positive yade a member mo di 40 years ekro we di 40 years ekro so de bia no hwe say obehwe positive ma hwe say etisen na no kra no meka say etisen kra na dudu na behwe but ebe hospital akọ ho ayasabia bebre enso na still no mo sa problem no na estatuwa de dika no ema ojunso pi anajo mama ojunso pi anajo eno call ekonwa nsusa so bi ni se omu a junso ne kan se opeso ko junso a ojunso a wama ho ya hana ojunso gu ho eno kro no a account na wama ho ya ha ojunso gu ho eno aso bema se junso ne kan no so ku janso ojunso a kwansi na untun junso eno na yesa ebetu ama uju kuja sa ujunso no ebaba pressure ni ujunso na chi eba boko project na esa project betu ama wajunso boja ebetu ama wajunso agu ho onim se junso de ebetu ama wajunso wabrekwa wajunso wie no nka se samra no wo be ma sha bohamu no be na junso eso obohanu mu obetu ama wajunso yo ti se obeti se junso ni bisa wo nti wunya junso che ya junso yo enche bia na junso ni san de wo na ama wujunso very, very frequently obetu ama usisi ayo ya obetu ama mama sam asay bu frɛ no erectile dysfunction obetu akosati bia no mu na edidim da kro be sɔre no eba se wo junso obekasa obejunso na junso ayi aka wayase na no na amamu akɔ hospital o hospital a de be ye bitna ya ama no se edi roba be se obemam amu adwunso afa obemam mu sa eba sa apɛ omama sama ye den asi untumi kɔ wo yiri oba ho bio na we ya so kateta no kra no edidim because ya so kateta no positive na akɔfa asa o ha no bae no we kira eye kase kɔ na positive so hunama kwa bia ye kase a anase huna ni susu so ye ekuro ɛna ya na ye se prostate cancer eye kuro sa kuro na di nipa no konse do no cancer na eba no na di nipa no konse do mpempi no wonya ekosati bi mu hospital a edu edema o mu ye tamsulosin hydrochloride and finasteride sa do no eye du a manage ujunso no ensinke post no anaso se nye post no adwuma manage ujunso nta bra ogusu no madu ni nyina no na ujunso post nkase na eye kɔ nto ba wani no na aginsemu na no na meme yanya ma do no yadura ensinke post na kase ma kofa san zuzu aba no ensinke no ma santi be o mu nyina den efiri ho na no once am the announcement and say Kessben and Bo say so was at be no ma meant na ho e ma ni enkwa ni mu sa since so makani na wu ba kokwa wa babu mu a to na mapo machi akwan okay wo ba memo oduro amu akonum ama post na Kessben ahwenke the only edura minim say a single post because me aba me nya me court sati be nimu no me nim do bebre antunya antintam kusi se me kwanya me nya edura we enu me nya a single post to be sin that me ko be bia mu ameto a me dwin post to so na so ba me nya so nya boko sati be nimu oba na mo edura ma no ma single post na why free and when ya show me kateta oba ya mo eduro mu no ma o mu no eduro na e be kateta na na ye yin pa ba ko na ma hwe mo sa kwan so ma hwe ni be mi tie mi ka say so bi tie mi a o sati bi ma me sa me ni age say ma bon sa kwan so ana obi bi obi na obi ni junso aka na ya say e se fa no hospital ma yan ko won yan ko sen oba ma mo eduro amu anom unu ma eduro na junso na aka wa ya so obi sa ta junso but na so nya ba na fe na wasata mama dum na anu ma ashinke positive ma wade ho enti se me ka se me ka positive asama yese bia se be papa so opa o ma so eye me enum de na mom me obibi papa bi ma obi o post street de bia me ka se utimi kan wo 90% heal oh I saw post to mu 10% ne say obetu na mo apamachi akwan because minim say do we idea your minister of health wo your health facilities ni mo Ghana ha ko bi no be shen catheter because adem enu no ma eshinke post to no ma esin da dem nta de nte be kosoro ma esho catheter say ebe cancers say bi sida nti utimi kan so post to home man ha ho enko ba bia obi ho be frɛ no obe ye no obe frɛ say doctor wojiri se we do no tumi support tampa me say wojiri se huhum ya de because any pan we chinchin akoko meme bebre nti osusu se one no mundura antin tam no tusu se bia ehunhum yade na ma ka chance ma anfo ehunhum yade edu na hunya ye edu be ma wo ho ato na hunya ye ntu da bra obaba no cherife no afra doctor medase pa no odamase nti saa so na so wo ti be mi se me kai wo gunu mo bia wo sa ti be ni mu se hu nipa se odamfo ana obi a wonim so wo sa ti be memfa income no because the I tell you kase pa obi bit mama obi o yai prostitute ni se obeche me sha kwan the greatest gift of between them obi o yai prostitute pass the minim no obi obeche uche me sha kwan a wa born papa because prostitute no ni ho duro se me kan ni asase no eni ho saa ti se wo timi kan na wo prostitute ha mu a pe me sha kwan enye deni me no mani 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 no kasua yenya no kwan so baby di fifi plat last stop udu ho a udu kasua bisa se yencho yenya no station uko no station wakasa ope fifi down taxi unsaka taxi na kechera ban so obi so Obatampa usi wo Obatampa junction so a efiri oba me ho mit mensa pa no odu me ho etosu me no na ye bia kwabam ye bia eni bi wo Kumasi yen Kumasi no ma pacho so Kumasi an so nkwaso a fa no ma we 0249 another 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 Mrs. Bio 0249 another 49 61 66 who Western region southern western region who pebia phenoma way 0246 04 34 58 0246 06 sorry 04 34 58 0246 04 34 58 ofra be bi ho ena Kessben here ya tisesi America say oba ha Mr. Francis owo ase ho upebia won ye kokomemre circle Accra eni achimota pokuase upebia oba ha obeni bi ato entinu mesre obia se wo sa ti benimu a menya nitifo se bi a metie usika ntina me pentina metentie mu no eye omu a mepese meboa wo nti wutimi nka mentwetwe won ase yansafo ne to anamon papa nhyia kwan na wo ba ho beto
okay oba me so be da ase ja be share Jefa wonse na mene no edi enkobo no na adodanko akufo ado aban yi ne ba ya wa sheda boapa ati ministry sa ministry no emra mehwe railway development there was a reason and a purpose for which Nanado ekreti sa ministry no say for 8 years ni ministry no entimi amwa anye bibia ma ye railway development anye ya de wo ho nom no moman wo ho saa na before ye ba beka asem we ya no pay no ya ye investigation ukọ some of the district and the municipalities rail lines no ekati across to the other or the nearby towns and districts Ubisa MMDC is ni bebre a wo so omunim ho hwe. Eti for instance, ukọ eye amasaman ha wututomu a na mankra ha de fa dome ekoko piema wonsa wamadu agi railway lines nyina woni Wilkinson di nkomo obeka cho so onya awe the reason why nti ankrofo the machines esi railway lines ni so a wo mu twitwa railway nade no enade na ye de aye rail lines no they are cutting it. Wamo de twitwa de akoye scraps adai they say mo di sika bia modi wa ban we mu bia no sika na ansomo nyonko boa pa se yenim se mo sedan so na mo award de ma contractors se wo mo sedan twitwa railway na de no so de we don't know ye bi se ministry no so se mo ni mo we adai what do you share railway lines ya ne foforo enkrofo edi machines akosi so a wo mo twitwa rail lines na wo mo kwakoton ne scrap enti o man we ye papa mu pa de ati o man we wo de hwe gravels ayegu ho na hwe how fresh aniema ne ti a sa beninfo ne burkina fo edi nadeɛ no wɔn di mfidie simu a wɔn twitwa nadeɛ no nyinaa kɔtɔn ne scraps and your investigation kyerɛ sɛ saa nkrɔfoɔ wei etwitwa nadeɛ no eyiyi rail lines ni wie a wɔn kɔtɔn de ma a Ghanaian dealer ade ɛtaa o man we ade ministry ayatable for 8 years now by now nkese say ministry no o purpose nti a yɛde creative no ɛsɛ nka across the country Richard mundumo microphone abo kasa gumaso ɛsɛ by now ɛsɛ nka mutumi creative ma rail lines no ɛne ye train no ni nyina tumi yɛ adwuma yɛntumi anyɛ saa de no so a ɛnadeɛ no rail lines na ayɛ no ana kwabenane ɛde cylinder akwakosi rail line ne so a all connecting the machines ɛde abetwitwa nadeɛ no akwakoton the scraps and Ministry of Railways mote ho mo pese mo ka kire se munnim de ekoso no munnim ho hwe okwa Volta region de yaye wo ho nyina nkrofo otwitwa ma yentie sound no na yemra region ma me sound no
Kessben.
I mean why do we do this to ourselves as a country? Adeɛ na yɛbɔ kade ɔman ni sika ayɛ no wahu de kwabena ne gina rail line ne so a wɔyɛ sɛ motwitwa nadeɛ wɔ krom ha atɔne ma wɔ krom ha nyina rail lines ne so a yɛde ɔman ni sika na ayɛ no sɛ montumi ntɔ train ma train no nsi rail lines ne so nya adwuma wahu nyɔnko sɛ de wasɔ machine asogya wɔtwitwa rail lines no akwakɔtɔn ne scraps wɔno ko ne bottom sika nti and those in authority no are telling us say saa nneɛma fun wɔ nneɛma tantan wɔ yɛ ɛkɔ so no wɔn mu nim ho hwee ubisa assemblies na saa nneɛma wɔ ACC in their district na wɔn so wɔn nim ho hwee DC yi sɛ wɔn nim ho hwee MC yi sɛ wɔn nim ho hwee minister ni sɛ wɔn nim ho hwee chief director no ɛte yɛ friend sɛ Ministry of Railways wɔ so wɔn nim ho hwee yet this thing keeps happening. Yes, I can videos in here, no. And we are following up with the investigations. Na yeteta kwakwati nipa na womutwitwa nadeɛ wei ɛde kɔma no ma ne tɔ no. Ɛde sika ni bre kra da aba krom ha no ma. Yɛde ɔman sika kɔyɛ ade a na nipa kuo ketua bia yɛ ɔmo adwen sɛ dabi ɔman we be prosper pa de ɔmo ma ɔman ne prosper. Then they do things in their own way. Woka ho asɛm so a yɛse party politics nti manka. Yɛde Ghana for sika na ayɛ realize no wɔn sɛ de ɔmo atwitwa nadeɛ na nyɔnko na ɛkɔkɔtɔn nadeɛ wɔ yɛdi ɔkɔkɔ exporting nadeɛ na de anya sika gu ne bottom yet because of party politics okɔka ho sɛm a yɛsɛ manka wɔn sɛ de ɔmo asɛ deɛ old ones ɛwɔ hɔ no mo no wɔn atwa new ones ni bi nso ayɛ because mpanyinfoɔ na dwen kɔ so sɛ wɔn adwen so kɔ so na ɛyɛ boapayɔ na wɔn yɛ deɛ new ones ni bi ayɛ nso wɔn gu so a wɔn twitwa Domi crossing ha, domi crossing, domi. Enkra ha ya domi crossing. Wufri crossing and now we call domi market, main market. Ajua Safo constituency. Ministry of Railways per se kache say rail lines na fa domi crossing. Etuto ma akɔfa duagiri no. Wɔn nim se rail lines ni yɛtwitwa ni nyina. Eti so obi nim ho bia. When na wo krom ha no mo betumi anya the audacity, the mandate, the authority say wɔn ankasa the machine ɛkɔ Wamu yeni na cars di achire cars ni bi numbers ni yapeke no. The cars will move and following them. Wamu chanda die na no wamu loading na die no mu di gum. Yet obia wo krom wamu so mu ni mo hwe. Ghana mpanyifo wamu so mu ni mo hwe, wamu so mu ni mo hwe. Wamu ayede o man ni tumi ahye o mu nsa no. Ye twa na die na ye se no. Obia so wo hui, obia so ni mo hwe. Obeka sisi a yebeka so na apekasa. Obeka sisi yebeka so na wo set agenda edi tia bai na yede o man sika kwakwa ya de na nipa baakofo esa de no de apesika de agu ni botom no ma me enka ho asem. Why do we behave as such? So wo de enye mo kra da mo ya enti ade ni koso na nipa mu twam da bia cars twam e wo rail lines so nyame ncha de rail line bia ye wo country ha bia across a major highway enti ye gusu a ye twitwa nade no panyin bia ne ho a wo krom ho so wo hu se rail lines ni ye gusu a ye twitwa. It is across the country ko western region de wo mu twitwa Volta wo mu twitwa enkran ha de wo ha wo mu gusu a wo mu twitwa. Why? Na yasase mo de mo a ye twitwa mamo beton na mo te agbogbolosi ha se ya mo ye de nade we brebo anam waton ye beba ye de mo pictures ne mo videos ne we good TV so magana fo nyina ye nipa boni sema to extend say on my way say ye ya we don't think about this country anymore. As a ye conscience and ye de bibia in this country. Rail lines are yaboka ye ne foforo nyonko de dade simu twitwa rail lines no because train bia amfaso. Why are we like this?
Kessben.
Richard, mami video back on na menko he. And some phone e kwaso okroma na bejai. Adenta municipality. Adenta municipality. Dia mo ye no nhwe ne yie na ensase ton a ewo Ghana ha no ene nkran ha sei no yaka ho asema kire mu adebegita mu nyina mu benya problem. There is an area where Jenga no onyonko atimi akwakoto street a major street a yaye demarcation a yenim sa ha de ka kwan ana ye jade ato ha esense wo pe na dufru penya na wo pe so tukotena East Legon Jenga no nti na assembly no moti ho na mo hwe mo ton sase e wo ka kwan mu e kwan a ye demarcate na mo assembly na timi atena se ayenhwe han akwa block kwan etwa sase dia mo nyonko na yeti krom ha assembly mo na mo ye redevelopment of the area mo na mo ton sase de man krofo okroma asase na mo ankasa assembly no kra mo dansi so no eye mo dia ana mo aka kire se mo ye redevelopment and redemarcation enti street mo baby a ya allocate say ye street na obi free America ba so ye boga enti mo block street no e chance ase no eto ha ma men kan kire mo from motorway extension Adenta municipality from the motorway extension and sasina mo start here mo twitwa ton e wo street ni mo no you must stop it. No china be ba videos na be de beba no we will deal with mo abo assembly engineers and mo amo ho nyina mo ayem adwuse mo nyam adwuma yi ye tuatua bribes ne de mamwa mo jiska ni wi anansa fonko na mo di okroma street a ya pay video to was a car be fa so dipa be fa so no se the street mo ton sase ni wo isle goman sase na sama baby ye street na no mu na mo ton sese adan ye ni brefo sa enti nipa na mo block street no womu a aka street na chi a womu fie ni womu adan wo ho no won be da ka womu fie na bibi mfa sama eja bi to sa mpatam ho a mo block street a mo di twa nsase mankrofo a womu afrase a womu to wars AC dan e wo street mu no eja to Jenga ba mo be den na fire service for akodum no adan na ye nwene kurasa we do things without conscience. I mean, if I see Ochina Beba Betwas. Now I'll come and give you the project a gusu a aircoso. Any niema womwaye. Petition a resident natural dia bremo assembly na moye mwadwin se mumfi ni nyina. Ochina ba yebedi ho nkomo ha no patutu yebedi ho nkomo. The assembly engineers must begin to answer. Ye niema with impunity in this country without any iota of regard for anybody. Papa me did Kwame Appiah Kubi me di wasi Sergio Air Badness with Medford action adom yani ochina yebesa ni wedi nkomo ochina Thursday we'll be back here na yaba ababesom stay with us and the rest of our programs. Good morning, God bless you.
Oni pada sani awon manwemu wo wi ase ha asama to nyonko na to baby anka mfa ho menso metene baby anka me pema yeden nanso wadoma nkoma bo ade ebo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko ensu na yirasio obi a woni duma odidi bo a oman